Cam was on the It's Given podcast, and he decided to give his Kevin Samuels-esque view on women.
Do you feel like women's value gets lowered when they have multiple children by multiple men?
I just think that the reality of that answer is women's value get lower the more children that they have.
Break that down.
Because, and I was having this conversation, with one of the mother of my children, and she's still fine. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like I was telling her, I was like, yo, the guy that you're dating or will date, if he ain't willing to love on these 5 children that you have, that ain't the guy for you. Because when I came into your life, I was willing to accept you and whatever you had. And there's guys that's out there that's just going to say, them ain't my kids, I want you. Well, that ain't how it worked. But that's not to say that she can't find nobody. Right. I'm pretty sure she has somebody.
Right. But do you feel like it's as the best that she could possibly do if she didn't have children?
Well, you're talking to a dude that was once in her life. I don't feel like she's going to get better than me. That's just my confidence.
I don't even think it's confidence. I have said, and I might get eaten alive, I don't think most women do better than the father of their children.
Fuck. So that was Cam Newton pissing everybody off, and this was another episode of Right Message, Wrong Messenger. I think what Cam said wasn't revolutionary. I think it's just common sense, but I think because it is Cam Newton, there's going to be a bigger outrage over it than somebody without a child, or in a loving marriage. Had somebody married said that, they probably wouldn't have got the same
reaction.
Yeah.
So you believe what he said?
Yeah. It's common sense.
I don't necessarily follow that train of thought.
Cam Newton strikes again. And no, it is not a touchdown, nor does it have anything to do with sports. Now, to be fair, he is absolutely correct. Anybody who's not going to love your kids is not the man for you. I want to talk about the fact that he's talking about women like their cars that depreciate once you drive off of the lot.
We're talking about dating value.
Right, exactly. And then on top of that, he said 5 kids?
Well, he was using that one of his baby moms as an example.
But when we say kids, like we got to be talking about young kids.
Yeah, they're not grown.
Because
they're school-age children.
So how many school-age children are we talking about?
I'm saying for all 5 of them.
Damn, that's a lot. So
that's a lot for somebody who's single, who coming in. And if your money ain't okay, even if the fathers is involved.
My beef with this is this. Because I'm gonna give the older kids speech because I'm older. You know what I'm saying? The women I deal with are older. So if they got 3 kids and 2 are out the house and stuff like that, and they got one that might be in high school, or they might got a small child, you know what I'm saying? But the other kids are bigger. You see what I'm saying? I don't necessarily see the problem. Now, if
that's different.
But
because they're teenagers and almost out of the house.
Right. Now, if they're all K through 12, then yeah, I definitely see the problem.
What I get from what Cam was talking about was he talking about school-age children. So they're in school, 5 kids.
Remember, Cam ain't but 36.
Yeah, exactly. He's like at least 10, almost 15 years younger than us.
Yeah, so he's looking at it differently.
So those are school-age children that he's talking about. So when you got a woman with 5 kids, that's a lot, bro. You gotta be financial. It's not just her. It's her and her crew. You feel what I'm saying? And you have to be able to manage, even if the father's involved, even if financial stability is involved, you still have to be able to do something and be willing to love all of them. And most likely don't want to have no kids, because I'm assuming once she get to 5, she don't want no more.
I won't say she loses her value, though.
I think that he is projecting, and he's talking about the women who've had his children.
Whoa.
Because
I would have definitely felt some kind of way if I had one of his kids.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he goes to different women.
Yeah.
I would.
Why don't you? Because the dating pool shrinks.
If you're attracted to her and she's attracted to you, you don't think there's other women?
It might stall. it might not grow. It might not grow.
So she want a relationship.
Her value might not grow.
It ain't growing.
I don't think
if she want a relationship, if
she
wants a relationship, and you don't value her because she has school age children, who's going to be the prime candidates that she going to be involved with? YNs. And YNs ain't gonna be able to be around them kids, especially if that man like Cam is involved in shit. So that means the dating pool is cut down tremendously for her.
Yeah.
Everybody's mad at Kim Newton, but let's be honest. Children don't lower your value. Chaos does. 3 kids, 3 fathers, drama and no structure. Yes, it does lower your dating leverage, not your value, but your leverage. 2 kids, 1 father, clear boundaries, peaceful co-parenting, a black and white structure, financial growth, that is discipline. And discipline is very attractive to a high-value man.
How many men are going to date a woman with 5 kids by multiple men?
And don't want and don't want no kids or can't have no kids but with her. Either or. That's
I'm not going to say I haven't seen it happen before.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to say I haven't seen it happen before. I've seen guys come into situations and take over situations that, you know, some other men might not.
But we're talking about a situation here they can't take over.
Cam's baby mom.
Yeah, what about her?
Shit, I probably done hit a lick. Like, Cam's baby mom.
That's why them niggas gonna be involved,
like
and you not
exactly,
and you're not gonna you're not getting in because they know her. Like you probably plotting.
Yeah.
So that means you looking at his pocket.
You didn't want her.
It don't matter.
So now you worried
you
about
don't matter.
What
you
gets his money.
She get his money. He got
like,
influence. So, if you can't cover that house note, which is probably $2,000-3,000 a month, ain't nothing to talk about.
Cam didn't want her. She's free. She's up for free game. If we're broke, pick her up.
You know that don't work like that.
I don't look. I've seen a lot of things transpire in my life.
When you and look, the rules doesn't apply to a mother like him. It don't. They play by different rules. But than me and you do.
About her,
right?
We're talking
we're talking about somebody trying to come in her life that's just pretty much. Only thing you can get out is if she allow you to her. If you're not financially to replace or match what she got going on, that gonna hurt you because this man gonna have influence on who she date.
I don't have kids, but I can tell women stop popping out babies for these niggas. 1,000%. Like no. Like, yeah, so I don't have kids, but I can see other mistakes that people have made and you learn from it. That's why history is the thing. We read history books for a reason. Yeah. We are afraid. My ovaries are shaking right now. Mm-hmm. As soon as I walked through the room, they said, Cam Newton, run.
Now, Cam was asked another question about his baby mom specifically with 5 kids. And she asked him whether he believes his ex would be able to find a better partner if she didn't have children.
Right. But do you feel like it's as the best that she could possibly do if she didn't have children?
Well, you're talking to a dude that was once in her life. I don't feel like she's going to get better than me. That's just my confidence.
I don't even think it's confidence. I have said, and I might get eaten alive, I don't think most women do better than the father of their children.
That's just my confidence. So even Cam is low-key admitting he's the best partner she's ever gonna have.
He probably
a lot of people think that. It's not just Cam. A lot of people think that about their partners. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah, but
is it wrong? Is it true? That's the point. Is it true though?
A lot of women think I'm the best thing that will ever happen to you.
You want to say,
and
but
a lot
is it
of
true?
Guys think that I'm the best thing that
she didn't come out. She didn't come out and say what he's saying was a lie. So he had to been telling the truth.
In reference to the dating market, there's validity to that statement. As a man with multiple baby mamas, 9 kids, it didn't come right from him, but it does have validity to it. Moreover than that, the last woman he had a child with said a statement I'll never forget, and I think it rings true to most women. She said, I'd rather be a baby mama to a rich man than be a wife and a mother of the child to a man who's average or poor. And though that is not all women, that is the mindset of most women, especially in modern society.
So with Cam, he's getting a lot of feedback, of course, from the internet, namely because he's responsible for impregnating lots and lots of women. So a lot of women have been giving him feedback on his comments.
Positive or negative?
Oh, negative.
The reason why it's so important to listen closely, especially when it's coming from the horse's mouth after they've done this, is because they want to reduce your value.
But he thinks that he could tell other women that they've lost their value. It's crazy that a man will be in the exact same situation as you and think that he's better than you. He will never get a woman who has 9 kids, but he's supposed to be a prize because he has 9. Millionaire or not.
He said it's a lot of men that would just want her and not those 5 kids. And that's why he feels like he is the best that she could ever do.
Wait, you think they're sitting there agreeing with Cam?
No, he just said feedback. I didn't know what type of feedback
Cam
he
Newton.
was getting.
Well, the thing with Cam, again, he's the wrong messenger to say this, just because he's created so many single parent homes, regardless of the reasons why or why not. I don't think he's in a position to tell women this, like me is. I don't have kids. I don't make single.
Did he tell him what the question was asked? He was asked the question.
Yeah, I mean, he was asked a question, and of course, his answer was going to piss women off too.
Okay,
so
he answered the
I
question.
believe he's trolling women because he knows these answers are salacious, and he's purposely.
What did our brethren always say? Our opinions are entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
So
right.
I mean,
These are like assholes.
Yeah, and I agree, but Cam is going to catch some feedback, and sometimes I think he tries too hard to be controversial. Sometimes I just think he says stuff to get a rise out of people. Sometimes
I think he worded it wrong.
Well, I think the thing with Cam is his trolling is too direct, too predictable.
Overt.
Yeah, too overt. To the point where it's like, come on, man, we can clearly see
that's your troll.
Like
is
this
troll.
don't even feel genuine. Like it just.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I ain't gonna touch it, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean that's just my personal
feel you.
belief. I think that's the thing with Cam. I think he has great takes when he talks about sports, and even when he doesn't. But sometimes he tries too hard to get that sound bite to where he says something silly or up front to get us talking about it, and sometimes it works, sometimes it
like it's
don't.
working.
Not all the time. I mean, we don't talk about what Cam Newton says every week. It's generally when he says
Cam's a pretty,
he gets some
Not
airplay.
every
Cam's
week.
a pretty popular. He's a
I
pretty
mean, when he
popular
makes a
dude.
point, I agree with him. I'm not a Cam hater at all. I root for Cam all the time. It's just I'm one of the people.
no,
when
not
you
a
say
Cam
something
hater at
dumb,
all.
You say something dumb, and I don't even think it's what he said that was dumb. Again, it's just the wrong messenger. The right person would have said this. They would have caught less feedback. It's just
And it would have been worded differently.
yeah.